Hey everybody, Harley from Knowlton North. I just got home for a little bit to do some garden maintenance and feed the birds and do a little bit of work in my office, and just thought I'd do a walk around the property. It's that time of year that all the gardens seem to come together and the lawn's not looking horrible from the lack of rain. Spent a lot of time this spring readjusting stonework and moving plants and adding plants and removing plants. Like I said, everything's coming together. Everything looks good. Renters enjoy it. Wish we had a little bit more time to enjoy it, but we're enjoying our time at the lake. Have a few apples, but nothing to brag about. Our apple trees up north have nothing. Last year they were just loaded. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but we did trim this apple tree the year before last, so. And last year it was hammered, so maybe that's got something to do with it, I don't know, but it has grown an awful lot again. This apple tree blew over a few years ago, and this grew out of the stump. So I've been letting this go. I'm just kind of torn to which I got about 3 or 4 different trees growing up here. I don't know which one to leave, so I got to make up my mind because they're getting pretty big. I raised bed that last year. I planned it 2 or 3 different times. I can't remember. Everything rotted. We had so much rain. This year is just insane. As you can see, it looks like a jungle. Can't even keep up with the food we're getting out of it. It's just nuts. I mean, it's just a little garden, obviously, but it's just going insane. I mean, you literally have to get in there shoulder deep to look for things. And some of the stuff I haven't grown before, so I'm not even sure when you harvest it. I don't know if you can see that squash in the sun, but we got a bunch of them growing. We have a really nice deck area, but in the afternoon the sun just pounds in there. Well, actually 75% of the day it pounds in there. So I built this little deck on the shed this spring, because this holds a shade for 2 or 3 hours in the afternoon and usually gets a breeze. So it's kind of a nice spot to get out of the sun if you want to be out in the yard. I used the same step that was on the shed. Kind of worked good. What's cool about this deck is you can look back at the gardens and then you can enjoy the gardens actually better from here than you can sitting on the deck. So that's kind of cool. Then you can sit here and watch the turkeys come out. If you're quiet and you time it right, the deer might come out once in a while. I throw the corn down for the animals. Turkeys, that damn thing's like pets. I can't believe there's none out here right now. Usually when they hear the bucket, if they're anywhere near close, they head her in. I use a lot of these perennials that are the coneflowers and the black-eyed Susan, the Rebecca's, stuff like that. They bloom late summer, early fall. They're really hardy. There's really no maintenance to them. Every year or two they double. So you actually make money with them because plants are so expensive now. And they make good cut flowers to put in vases. So I use a lot of those. The pond this year is clear as can be. Last few years it's been green and couldn't even keep up with trying to keep it. So I don't know what the deal is. I've been running it a lot this year. Maybe that's it, because it's been hot. I cut all these back hard this year. I didn't know if I'd have one bloom. It's the best they've ever bloomed. I have to keep cutting them back out of the walkway. They keep growing so much. It's been a great year. We've had just enough rain. Well, we haven't had enough rain, but we've had just enough rain for the gardens. And the sun, they've been doing well. The grass is holding on. It's starting to brown up a little bit. But some of the bigger trees are starting to hurt a little bit. The Rose of Sharon bush just came out. I just trimmed the other shrubs a couple weeks ago, but I didn't trim that one because I knew it was going to bloom soon, and I didn't want to cut off too many of the buds. I hung a potted plant off my bird feeder, and the damn squirrels were jumping up and then getting in the feeder, so I had to take that down. These trees are starting to grow like gangbusters. I actually have shrubs in between them. I'm probably going to have to cut out. Or just cut them back every year, one or the other. Because they're to the point now where once they're in there, 2-3 years, they grow, a foot or two a year. Yeah, the place is looking good. It's another hot and muggy day. The boy wants to go inside. He doesn't realize why he can't. But he's all confused. One night we're here, then we'll be up to the camp, then we'll be to the lake, then we'll be back here for a few days. He doesn't understand what's going on. Still love my flag. It's one of the best purchases I've made. And everybody can see it from the road, which is awesome. Planted grasses in here to hide this big wall, which I like. They're simple, easy to maintain. Chop them down in the fall. Well, actually I do it in the spring. I just leave them up here in the winter just for something to look at. This admittedly is a dirt pile that I didn't get rid of. So I let the weeds take over and trimmed them so it looks like it's supposed to be there. This hill's kind of going wild. I really don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's just hard to keep up with. Down on the back side of it, it's always wet. So you can't, I don't know. I might just kind of leave it as like a little wildflower stuff field kind of. See, a lot of these flowers are getting so big they can't even hold themselves up. And of course we got all the animals are already trying to eat them and dig around them and plant stuff under them. I did this rock garden, a buddy of mine did this for me, geez, 25-30 years ago. He's still going strong in his business. God bless America, folks. Alright. I gotta get back in the office and get out of here before the renters come back. I just thought I'd take a look at the gardens with you. Everything's looking awesome. Just got a driveway paved and an apron out back by the garage. Friggin' shit job done. Be nice to get something done these days that is worth the money you pay. But anyway, I won't ruin a good video of that, so me and the boy got to get done because we got a couple projects to do up to the lake after Home Depot run. So enjoy the outdoors and God bless America.